Hi, this is Jim, and welcome to another tutorial on adding new content to our sites. This time we're going to do one that's similar to the one we did just a little while ago for news. This is going to be for a photo feature. I'm basically going to go through the process that one of our editors would probably go through for submitted photo features, but you can basically use this information for your own, working on your own photos and your own feature if you want to submit one. I'm going to use an older submission that I don't believe made it up onto our site in the last couple of years. A lot of things kind of crept through the cracks, and this is one of them. So again, I'm going to go up here to, I'm actually going to log out, because I want to do this as my other user, regular old user. I'm going to connect with Google. Not sure why it's asking me again. Why is it asking me again? Or maybe because I have multiple accounts, it doesn't know which account I want to use. All right, so we connected with Google, and we're going to go ahead and click the Create button. And wait for a second. Then we're going to click on Photos up here. And you will have to click this Leave Site. It doesn't mean you're leaving the site. It really, I'm going to change this at some point, but it should just say that you're leaving this page, because when if you had a bunch of content in on this page, and I click that, it's going to all that content would disappear when it flips to photos. So it's trying to avoid that scenario where it, you'd lose content. So I'll probably change it to something like page will refresh if you do this. All right. So title. The title is, I believe, Gneisenau 1939. This is a submission from Costas Katsias. And categories, I'm going to put it in photos. And again, some of these things aren't things you'd have to do. You need to select one category, I believe. That's gonna come up as a requirement. But so you could definitely put photos in here. I'm gonna put the scale in, which I believe is not listed, is it? Not sure if that's 1/700. It kind of looks 1/700th, but he didn't mention in the article. Tamiya Gneisenau. I'll leave it off, but we'll go ahead and put in Tamiya, because he did give us the vendor. Tamiya Inc. And that's it for now. And then we'll put in his text that he provided us. So this is what you would type in, as kind of the description. And that starts us off. Okay, so now we just want to add photos. I've already saved all these photos from the email to my downloads folder. So we'll go ahead and click Add Image down here at the bottom. And then avoid clicking this Get From URL. At some point I might remove this. But I mean, assume you had an image from a URL. You would be able to actually plug in a URL here. The problem is, I believe that, again, there might be a glitch on this. Once you click that, it seems to be doing some weird things. All right, so I'm going to go into downloads. These are the images that downloaded. Why aren't there more of them? I guess the other ones didn't come through. That's interesting. Could be why we never uploaded this, but I'm going to still use it as an example. So there's one image. Click Add Image again. And let's do the second image. Add Image again. We'll make this one the next image. And you can see it's basically just clicky, clicky, clicky. The forums actually work a lot easier than this. You can actually, add multiple images at one time. This is a little bit more 2017 old school. But so basically you're done. If you want to sort these, you can. Like, let's say you wanted this image at the top. You can just use the sorting function. Now, initially, where did it put it? Put it at the top? Yeah, it did. And I left an empty text image here, so that needs to be deleted, because there are no empty boxes allowed. If you click one of these boxes down here, like add text, and then you don't add any text, and you try to hit create, it'll say error, description is required, meaning this needs to be required. So keep that in mind. You can delete that. Basically that's it for this type of thing. You can leave it on, in terms of a list type, you can just leave it on normal list, I believe. Is it numeric list? I think normal list probably is what most of these we want them on. Otherwise, I think it does put numbers on them. Although I suppose having the numbers on there would be beneficial from the standpoint of maybe somebody'd say, "Oh, in picture number 2." So yeah, we'll leave it on there. Let's see how it looks. Tag wise, we're going to add. Actually, another thing you can do on this actually is add multiple vendors. So like it says it has Flyhawk parts, so you can actually add Flyhawk on there as well. Yeah, and then we're going to put Battleship over here. Oh, not as a published date. We're going to put Battleship in the tag areas because, you know, it's a battleship. That just adds, tags add just a little clickable thing that, you know, people can bring up articles, you know, by kind of tagging type. And we'll go ahead and click Create. And that's going to go and show us now the preview page. So, or the preview version. It still says waiting for approval up here. But the reason I want people to submit their own work is because I don't particularly want my name on all this stuff. I don't want to be trying to take credit. Now, so what I should do in this scenario, is, and I will do, is add Gneisenau 1939 by the model maker, which is Kostas Katsias. I hope that's how you say his name properly. He has submitted a lot of work across the breadth of the internet, but definitely on our sites. But so anyways, getting back to what I was saying, yeah, I would prefer people submit their own stuff. That way it actually is linked to their accounts and so forth. It has their information here as the maker. Although people will probably submit things, you know, that aren't theirs. But I do want credit given, obviously, to the model maker. All right, so we've got that in there. You can see the images showing up pretty much as they should. That's ready to go. So that's pretty much you're done at that point. Then you're waiting for an editor to come in here and do the approval process, which is also fairly easy and simple. I've shown that on the news one, so I won't show it on here. But once the article's added, of course, the comment section will show up down here at the bottom. I can add a reaction, though. Awesome. And these images aren't clickable, just so you know. Probably it's possible to create clickable images in the editor suite, you know, that's in there. But for the most part, these images are fine. I don't think they need to be, you know, massive. They will shrink down on a smaller device like a phone and so forth, and they're still not clickable. So although I think they will be able to maybe expand them. I'm not 100% sure on that, but yeah, we'll have to kind of play around with this stuff as we go along. Well, that's basically how to add a photo article. So adding a feature article or a written article gets a little more complicated with the way the fields work. Adding a video is super easy. That's going to take me about a minute. but yeah, that's adding a photo article. So I hope you enjoyed. If you have any questions, please post somewhere wherever this video is posted, or you can always email me at publisher@kitmaker.net if you have questions and you're a content contributor. I will add at the end of this that content contributors are the people who need accounts on this website. If you're just a regular user and you don't plan on submitting any content, then you really don't need an account on this site. You'll have an account on our forum site, and that is a different account with a different login. You can tie them together, though, via your social media logins. So, you know, like I can log in via Facebook, Google, and even Patreon with this. So, and again, if I click Google, it's going to go, which account do you want to use? And I want to use this one. So it'll create me a new account, and it'll ask me what I want to, you know, use for my name. And since my name's already being used for one, we'll call this test account. And there we go, create new account. That was that easy, 2 seconds, done. Then I don't have to worry about passwords, although I think it's saving a password in relation to something. Not really sure, actually. Not sure why that's doing that. But yeah, that shouldn't be needed once, like if I log out now, I know this has nothing to do with submitting content, but I'm just trying to show for people who are more interested more in the nitty gritty here. So if I click on Google again, and I probably do have to click on this again, it should log me right in without any password requirements or anything. So, which is good. All right, well, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.